the second mathematical tool, that is integration. So let us understand it with one example. Okay, suppose we have displacement s which is given is equals to t square. Okay, this is the displacement where s is the displacement and t is the time, and I ask you that find the velocity. So what we will do, we will just differentiate it with respect to time. Change in displacement by change in time will give me velocity, so I will differentiate it. Okay, in differentiation we have studied this, that if I want to find the velocity, I have to differentiate displacement with respect to time. Okay, so differentiating it, how much I will get? This 2 will come in front and t to the power 2 minus 1. So we got 2 into t to the power 1, that is 2t. Okay, this much is clear. Now suppose velocity is given, okay, and I want to find the displacement. Then what we will do? When displacement was given, we could easily find the velocity by differentiating it. Now if the velocity is given and I ask you to find the displacement, then what we will do? So we know that velocity is ds upon dt. Yes, so if I take this dt with v, okay, so what will happen? ds is equals to v into dt. Yes or no? So this shows that ds is very small displacement, that is v into dt. So if I want to find the whole displacement, what I will do? I will integrate it. So here integration is used. Okay, so on integrating displacement, okay, we get the means to find the displacement, what we will do? We will integrate velocity with respect to time. So let us know what is integration. Okay, so it is just the reverse process of differentiation, but what it is, actually what it is, let us understand with the help of graph. So let us draw a graph y versus x. Okay, suppose it is a straight line. If I say that find the area under this graph with positive x-axis, so what I will do? I will join it. So this is the triangle. So area of the triangle will be the area under the curve. So easily we can find. If the graph is like this, then also what I will do, if I want to find the area, I will just draw a line and easily I can find the area, length into breadth, area of the rectangle. But if the graph is non-linear one, if it is like this, now if I want to find the area, so how can I find the area? So here we will use integration. See how. Suppose this was our graph. Okay, now I want to find the area of the whole graph. So for that, let me consider a very small strip. Okay, a very small strip with thickness dx and length y1. Okay, let me consider that this length is y1 length. Okay, and the thickness is dx. So what will be the area? Length into breadth. So y1 into dx, yes or no? y1 into dx will be the area of this. Suppose I take another area, another strip like this, okay, which is of y2 length. Okay, so what I will do? Again y2 into dx, area of this strip. In this way, whole graph, if I divide it in small strips and I find the area of each strip, okay, each strip, if I want to find the area, then what will happen? I will get the area of this whole curve. So what I have to do is, I have to find small strips and find its area. So y1 into dx, y2 into dx, in this way y3 into dx, in this way yn into dx. So this means what? This means that summation of two quantities which are multiplied together. So here can I write this thing in a contracted form as summation of y dx, and in subscript of y there will be n, and this n is varying from 1 to n. Let me see, 1, then 2, then 3. So this whole expanded form I can write it like this, summation of this. But if you see, there is a problem in this summation also. When I am adding all the areas, there is a problem. What problem? See, when we are finding the area of the strip, we are multiplying dx with y1. Okay, so that is a rectangle, but the curve, is it a rectangle? It is like this. So we are finding y1 into dx, but this part is left out in our summation. So each graph, okay, each part, this part is left out, this small part is left out. Okay, so to remove this summation sign, to remove this problem, what we do, we remove the summation sign and we put a integration sign. This is the importance of integration. So when I integrate it, so what happens, suppose there are two limits, okay, from here to here I want to find the area. What I will do, I will write y dx, I will write y dx, and I will just put integration from 0 to x1 distance, so any x1 distance. So x is equals to 0 to x is equals to x1. I will integrate everything which is under this y dx, okay, y which is changing with respect to dx, small dx, okay, and y which is changing. So this integration is giving me what? Integration is giving me the area under the curve. Okay, so here is one important thing. So we have learned today integration. Integration is what? When I draw a y versus x curve, once again, when I draw a y versus x curve, then the area enclosed under this curve is giving me the integration. Okay, suppose there are 2 points, x1 to x1 to means suppose this was x1 first also, suppose I am not taking from 0 but from x2 point. Okay, so x2 to x1, so what I am doing, I am integrating x2 to x1, so I can write it like this. Area will give me integration of x2 to x1 y into dx, y dx. Okay, so it is giving me the area, integration is giving me the area. So now we got a very important thing to note, that integration is giving me the area of y versus x, but differentiation used to give me the slope of y versus x. Do you remember? Integration, a differentiation, what we did, we draw like this, this was y, this was x, so we used to get the slope in differentiation, but here we are getting the area in integration. Okay, this much we will keep in mind. Now if I go to integration as a mathematical tool, this topic is too huge. Okay, this topic is very large. In your maths book it is almost 30 to 34 exercises, I hope so. So in which there are variety of questions, variety of formulas. So we are going to take up only the small, very important and required, not small, very important ones that are required for our physics purpose, and few other formulas that we will require, that we will do as we carry on the course. Okay, in between if something is important I will give you the information. So first thing is how to integrate. First basic formula, suppose there is y dx, y is equals to x to the power n. Okay, in differentiation also we studied the same formula, we started with the same one, so here also let us start with the same one. It is not differentiation, this is opposite of it, so the formula will also change. So here if suppose it is y is equals to x to the power n, so if I want to integrate y dx, okay, here the format is like this. Okay, y dx, there we used to do dy upon dx, but here what we are doing, y dx and integration sign. Okay, so if I integrate it, what will happen, in place of y what I will put, x to the power n. So let us put x to the power n in place of y, then dx. Now if something is like this, see, this is dx which is changing and this is also function of x, then only I can integrate it. Now so what will happen, the formula gives me this n, okay, n plus 1, and this n in differentiation it used to multiply, here it will be divided, and divided with n plus 1. So this will become x, whole x to the power n dx will become x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. And if it is indefinite integral, see here limits are not given, so in that case I will add a constant c. Okay, so answer of this is this. So whenever integration will be given like this, so I will write it like, for example, suppose y is equals to x. Okay, so x means what, x to the power 1, nothing is there, so x to the power 1. So if I want to integrate y dx, so what I will do, in place of y what I will write, x to the power 1 into dx. So x to the power 1, when I am integrating it, what will happen, x to the power 1 plus 1, in place of n what is there, 1, so n plus 1, in place of n 1 is there, so n plus 1 will be 1 plus 1 divided by n plus 1 again, so 1 plus 1, so x to the power 2 divided by 2. So what is the integration of y dx now, it is x square upon 2 plus c. Is it okay? Now suppose y is equals to x square is there. Then y dx, if I want to find, in place of y, what I will put? X square dx. So if I want to integrate it, x square will become x 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. Whatever was here, just plus 1. So whole of this term has become now this. And since it was indefinite, since there is no limit, so just I'll add c. So x cube plus 3. This is the integration of this. So whenever I will write x square dx integration, so I'll just write x to the power 3 upon 3 plus c. Okay, this is the value. Now if it is root x dx, then in place of root, what can I write? 1 by 2 into dx. So when I'll integrate it, what will happen? Half plus 1, and in down also half plus 1 plus c. So half plus 1 will become what? 2 take LCM, so 1 plus 2, and here also take 2 LCM, so 1 plus 2. So here 3 by 2, and here also 3 by 2, this 2 will go up. So 2 x to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3. Okay, plus a constant c, since it is indefinite integral. Now there is a condition. See, this formula is valid only when n is not equal to 1. Why? Because when I am doing the integration x to the power minus, when it is not equals to minus 1, okay, suppose I am integrating it, so what is my formula? X to the power minus 1 plus 1 by minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is what? Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So anything divided by 0 is not defined in mathematics. So this formula is valid only when n is not equals to minus 1. So what will happen if n is equals to minus 1 then? So there is a different formula for it, that is when x is equals to minus 1, then this means what? X to the power minus 1 means 1 by x integration. So this will become log x, mod of it, okay, because log is always positive, and plus c. So formula of 1 by x dx is log x plus c. Okay. Now suppose now suppose there is a question 1 by root x, you have to integrate it. So x to the power half, this half will go up, so minus half. So again if you want to integrate it, minus half plus 1, minus half plus 1. So it will become minus half plus 1 will give plus half, and here minus half plus 1 again half. So this 2 will go up, so 2, and here 1, x to the power half means root x. So answer is root x. Understood? 2 root x. If it is x to the power 4 dx, then x to the power 4 plus 1, that is 5, by 4 plus 1, that is 5. Okay, plus c. In this way we will do. Let me make another video for definite integral.